video, we are going to use our knowledge about three-dimensional shapes, the formula that you know, to use those knowledge and see how we can calculate the volume of composite figures. So I'm going to explain for you over these two examples that I have here. Let us start with the first one. Here I have a three-dimensional shapes. The figure that I have here is combination of two cylinders. A large cylinder, which is this one, the exterior part, and it's another small cylinder which is removed from interior of large cylinder. We are going to find the volume of this solid part. To do that, you need to calculate the volume of the large and volume of the small cylinder and then subtract them. So let me provide you some numerical value. Let the diameter of the this large circle, which is based on the large cylinder, let this length be 10 centimeter, and let the radius of the small cylinder, the base of a small cylinder, this radius, let's say this one be 3 centimeter. Okay, 10 and 3. Now we are going to first start to calculate the volume of the small one. So the volume of a small cylinder is based on the formula. You need pi times r squared times height. Yeah. So let's just substitute. Pi is pi. R, which is radius of the small cylinder, in this case is given is 3 to the 2, and height, I didn't give you height, let's say height here be again 10 centimeter. It means from top all the way to bottom, this length. Let's say the height of the cylinder both be 10 centimeter again. So therefore multiply it by 10. Just put everything pi times 9 times 10, and you agree with me that the volume in that case would be 9 times 10 would be 90 times pi would be 90 pi. 90 pi, and what's the unit is centimeter cubed. Now I'm going to find the volume of large cylinder. What's the volume of large cylinder? Volume of large cylinder, again the formula is the same, pi times r squared times height. So pi is pi, don't change it, carry down, times r. What's the radius of large cylinder? The diameter is given is 10. This is the diameter. To find the radius, I have to divide this 10 by 2. Therefore, radius is 5. Bring it down. As a result, radius is 5 square times, what's the height of the cylinder? Height of the cylinder is from all the way from top to bottom, which is 10 centimeter. Therefore, times 10. Volume of large would be pi times 25 times 10. If I continue and calculate 10 times 25 to 250 times pi, I have 250 pi centimeter cubed, which is volume of the large one. Large. And the volume of a small cylinder, we find that what was this. As a result, if you bring both of them here, I would have the final volume of the solid part of this figure would be the volume of large cylinder, which is 250 pi. 200, yes, 250 pi. Take away 90 pi. Therefore, the volume is 160 pi. What's the unit is? Unit is centimeter cubed. Centimeter cubed. But look at the question. Your teacher or textbook is asking you find to the nearest tenth. To the nearest tenth. It means you have to change the pi to 3.14 and find the approximate value. Therefore, 160, instead of pi, I have to substitute 3.14. And if you multiply, you will get 502.7 centimeter cubed. So, therefore, the final answer, the volume of this composite shape, the volume would be 502.7 centimeter cubed, or you can say the volume of this composite shape is 160 pi. Both of them are completely correct. In this example, the composite shape is a combination of two shapes. On top I have a cone, and at the bottom I have a cylinder. It's like a medieval tower you see in fairy tale storybooks. Have you seen something like the figure, something like that? Yes. We are going to find the volume of this figure. It's a combination, as I said, two things, cone and cylinder. Let me just provide you some numerical value. Let's say the diameter of the cylinder from here all the way to here, let's say this one is given 4 inches. Let's say the height of the cylinder be from top to bottom be 2 inches. 2 inches. And let the length all the way from the top of the or tip of the cone all the way to the bottom of the cylinder, from here all the way to here. Let's say this length from top to bottom be 5 inches. 5 inches. We are going to find to calculate the volume of this composite. I'm going to start with this cylinder. If the diameter is 4, what does it mean? It means from here to here is 4. Yes? So what's the radius would be then after? Would be 2. Yes? Therefore, radius is 4 divided by 2. The radius I need is 2 inches. Let me keep this one, and I'm going to bring back the shape in its own position. Okay, so therefore I have the radius. I'm ready to calculate the volume of the cylinder. Let us start to calculate the volume of the cylinder. Volume of cylinder would be, what's the formula? Is pi times r squared times height. Yes, so therefore the volume of the cylinder would be pi. R is, you calculated, R is 2 inches, not these two, this is height, these two, which you calculated. So therefore radius is 2 to the 2 times, what's the height of the cylinder? Height of the cylinder is, in this case, is matched to the radius, it's 2, yes? So therefore height is 2. Let's calculate, the volume would be pi times 4 times 2. As a result, the volume of cylinder is our cylinder would be 8 pi inch cubed. Let's keep this one, we will back to that. Okay, now let's calculate the volume of a cone that we have here. The volume of cone. So the volume of cone here, you know the formula is again pi times r squared times height, but we just need 1/3 of it. So therefore the volume is 1/3 times pi times r. What's the radius is? The radius of this cone is exactly the radius of the cylinder, yes? Because both are sharing the same face, the same base. It's for both of them. As a result, radius is 2. I can write down here the radius of the cone again is 2 to the 2 times height. But what is the height here? Guys, look at this, guys, from all the way from this tip to the bottom is 5 inches. If this part is 2, it means this part is 2. Yes? So if from top all the way to bottom is 5, if you take away these 2, here is 2. Yes? Here is 2 inches. 2 inches. If you take away this 2 inch from 5, the rest would be height of the cone. So therefore, height of the cone, which means from all the way from top to the bottom, this one is height is 5. Take away these 2. Therefore, height is 3 inches. I need this. Bring it down to this formula. Height is, I'm using other color to see it better. So therefore height is 3. If we calculate 1/3 times pi times 4 times 3, these 3 and these 3 cancel out. You agree with me that the volume of cone is 4 times pi. Yes, it means in other words 4 pi. 4 pi what? Inch cubed. So good. You have the volume of cylinder, you have the volume of cone, just add them up. Therefore, the total volume of total shape would be 4 pi plus 8 pi. As a result, the volume is 12 pi inches cubed. If you want to find in a nearest tenth or something, you have to just replace pi with 3.14 and then times 212. You can find the value in an approximate format. That's all for now. If you find this video helpful, please just share with your friends and don't forget to subscribe. And thank you for watching, guys. Till next video, good luck.